So in this video, I will show you around Torrenova, which is the headland between Palmanova and Magaluf. And since public buses do not travel to Torrenova, I'll show you the best way to walk to and from the airport bus stops from Magaluf and Palmanova, plus also what you can find in the area too. Now we have a collection of hotels in this area, and I have been asked if buses run around that loop, which they don't. So I'm going to show you as well what the distance is like from the bus stops, particularly if you're getting the bus in from the airport, from Palma Airport, and you want to walk up to your hotel. Also, this is going to be essential information too. If you're coming out on an evening, you want to go into Magaluf or you want to go into Palmanova, what your walk home is going to be like. Now I'm going to warn you now, these hotels are not for everyone. If you do have accessibility issues, then maybe you want to stay somewhere that might be a little bit flatter and maybe a little bit less of a walk. If not, you're going to have to get a taxi. So anyway, come on, I'm down here on the edge of Magaluf here at one of the bus stops, and this is where I recommend you get off if you're coming down from the airport. So over at the bus stop here, you can see that the bus that you need from Palma Airport is the A11. It goes all the way down towards Camp de Mar, but it does come through all the resorts, so it comes down through Palmanova and Magaluf, and it runs really frequently. So this is the bus stop that you need to get off from. As well, if you're coming over from Palma city centre, if you're coming from Plaza España, then jump on the 104, and that will get you down here too. And also you do have a choice of these other buses as well. You've got the Santa Ponza bus as well, which passes through here too, but the main bus you are going to need is the A11, and you can see as well where to get off. It'll stop right outside the La Villa shopping centre here. So let's take a walk down into Torrenova. So on the other side of the road you can see the return bus stop too. I would recommend not going from that bus stop as well if you're going back to the airport from Torrenova. I'll show you exactly which bus stop to go to right at the end of this video, so stick around. But first I'm going to ask you to consider subscribing to the channel for all the very best holiday guides, holiday information and holiday news to help you plan for your holiday over here in Mallorca. So heading over towards Torrenova, we're actually heading away from Magaluf here. We're going back in the direction that you would have just arrived in on the bus, just passing some nice little beach shops here too. And you can also see a taxi rank here if you'd rather actually, on your return journey back to the airport, actually get a taxi, and you can see the approximate costs as well for 2024. And you may also want to get a taxi from here to go back to your hotel on the evening as well if you've been out and about walking and you do not want to walk back up that hill. And the fare for that approximately, you can see it's going to be around €4 or €6 in the evening. So that's actually not too bad really. But anyway, come on, let's walk on up towards Torrenova. We're just coming down past Papi's here, which is a fantastic bar which really comes alive at night. They do have live music on here. Really nice place to come in the evening. I'm just going to highlight a few places on the way actually as well. It's also open during the day as well. Look, they've got TVs in here. They've also got a cocktail and a kitchen menu too. But you can see the stage here. So from probably around 9ish at night, they're going to have live music. You can see the seafront right in front of me here. But we're going to take a right. You can see right in front of me, you can see the Vistanova Hotel right at the end here. You've got EastEnders Bar too. And also just to the left as well, you've got another entranceway to the seafront too, but we're just going to keep going straight on. So we're just coming up to what is the back end of Magaluf Strip. You can see the Vistanova Hotel in front of me here. But rather than heading on up towards the Strip, which is to my right, so we're going to head on around to the beginning of Torrenova. You can see I'm coming up towards the Fergus-style Tobago Hotel. We're just coming around the back of here. Now, admittedly, many of you are going to be arriving on package holiday, so you shouldn't have this to worry about. The only issue you're going to have actually is going to be coming back on the evening when you go out for a night out and walking back to your hotel if you're staying in Torrenova and you're going out in either Magaluf or Palmanova, let's go and check out the distance. So we're just coming up past San Matías beachfront. It's looking very, very gorgeous today. To my left hand side we have the Comodoro Playa, but we're going to keep going right. Now from the beach here, from San Matías beach and up the steps, you can see where the hill starts. Bearing in mind as well, when you're coming over here in the summer, it's actually really very, very hot. I'm not putting a negative dampener on this video as well, but I just want to make everyone aware who's coming over here and they're staying in a hotel up this hill exactly what it's going to be like. That's quite nice to see that there's a beach shop right across the way from the Fergus Tobago Hotel. There's also not a whole lot of parking around here as well, so if you are hiring a car too, you're going to see we've got very few parking spaces in this area. And I'm just looking down the hill here to show you where we have come from. And to my left hand side you can see we're just coming up towards the Leonardo Royal Hotel. Just a look down the hill here. I do believe that's accessible from the seafront though. Let's keep walking. So you can see that the road splits into two here, and it's a one-way system that runs around this Torrenova loop. Across the road here we've got the Leonardo Royal Mallorca Suites. Let's have a little look up here where you could be staying. And I see there's another little mini mart as well, a little supermarket and a beach shop too, selling floaties and souvenirs just across the road too. And to my left hand side here you can see we're outside the Leonardo Royal, which is, it's about halfway up this hill actually. Looks very nice actually. I can see a terrace which looks right out over Palmanova Bay in front of me, but you can see where we've walked here. Let's keep going up the hill. And a little bit further up we're coming up towards the Allure Sun Torrenova Hotel too. Now I have to say, coming up this hill here, that it's actually quite quiet. It's quite peaceful. I know we've got some traffic coming around at the moment, but it's really not what you'd expect from what is technically Magaluf, Palmanova and the main tourist area too. So you're going to get obviously the traffic coming around this circular route. You're going to find a few tourists, but there are lots of houses and villas as well around here too, so it does have a little bit more of a relaxed feel, even though you have to walk up a big hill to get to some of the hotels. And all the way as we're coming up as well, look, you can see little views here across the water. So you can see we're just coming out to the main point because the road is actually curving now around the corner, and we're going to head on back round the other side of Torrenova and see what else is here too. Right in front of me too you can see the gates through somewhere where you're not allowed to go actually, but you can see there's an old tower in there. It's an old lookout tower. A little bit of history up here, even though you can't actually go and look at it. And we're just coming up to here what could be one of the quietest hotels in Palmanova and Magaluf. But first we're going to take a right because I'm just going to highlight another little hotel that we have up here in Torrenova too. And we've just come up to the Hostel Floridita. It's an absolutely lovely little hostel. It must be a really cheap place to stay over here in Palmanova and Magaluf. And it's just in the most lovely leafy green quiet area, which you actually wouldn't expect from staying around here either. Okay, so from here we're just going to head on back to the road which loops around Torrenova. There's one more hotel which I'd like to point out, and quite a significant hotel too. And we have just arrived at the Elba Sunset Tallahassee and Spa Hotel. It's an absolutely gorgeous, well it looks like an absolutely gorgeous 4-star hotel. You can get an idea of the views in front of me. Let's just go and have a quick look. And I can see they've actually got an underground car park which is just let a car in. But look, from this hotel here you're going to get some amazing views across the Bay of Palma too. Let me know if you've stayed here, let me know if you recommend this hotel for others, but I can imagine it's rather lovely. Anyway, come on, let's keep going past. So I can see there's a taxi waiting outside the Elba Sunset. I can imagine that taxis are quite widely used up on this side of the resort, because this is right at the very, very top. And especially in the heat of the summer as well, you're going to want to be getting those taxis up here maybe. So just bear in mind, bring some extra budget with you if you think you're going to want to be making use of that service. There's also a little supermarket as well just across the road too, selling ice creams and beach things too. Got a few essentials in there, lots of snacks, sun cream, anything basic if you forget for your holiday. Let's keep on walking around. You can see just down the road as well, look, there's another taxi board. This is a taxi rank here. You can actually pay on Google Pay too. Look, you've got the One Taxi app if you want to download that. I can see some taxi numbers here, but this is a little guide here to the prices. It's getting quite noisy around here now. Now let's see which hotels we have in this area. And this taxi rank is right outside the Hotel Florida here, but we can hear some music. Now where is that coming from? It's coming to my right hand side. Let's check out which hotel this is from too. So we can hear the music here. It's coming from the Sotavento apartments. Got really great atmosphere in there. It's a 3-star place. The music's pumping out. I can see music videos on the screen too. There's also a pool as well. It looks like a really good atmosphere in there. And to my right hand side here, we've got the HMS Sandalo Beach. A little bit quieter over here. I think they're going to have views here over Magaluf Beach. Yes, they are. This is going to be another seafront hotel. It's going to have some amazing views too. Let's keep walking around. And to my left hand side here, we've got the Sunlight Bahia Principe Coral Playa Hotel. Try and say that after a few drinks. So looking to my right here, you can see the Flamingos Pool Club Beach Club, and I do suspect that if you do wish to come here for the day, you can do. You can get yourself a sunbed. They have a reception there as well. Let's go and have a quick look at the board outside. And you can see it costs from about €45. You have to go into the reception. But look, they've got a full menu here. They've got food and drinks all day as well. And you can see from the HSM Sandalo and from the Bahia Principe, right next to the beach club here, look, there's a little supermarket too. If I keep going in that direction, it would take us right back around the loop again. We're going to head down this hill here. I can see Mulligan's right at the top of Magaluf Strip. We're coming around on the complete loop. It's going to be your quickest way down towards Magaluf Strip. You can see actually how steep it is too. So be careful if you're walking down. And to my right hand side here, you can see the Palmanova Suites, the TRH Palmanova Suites complex here too. You've also got to my left hand side as well, we've got the Trinon 1 apartment block. I'm not quite sure whether they're for rentals or permanent, but you can also see there's a doctor's surgery across the road too, which is sometimes quite handy. Got some more shops, got a little spa supermarket as well. There is plenty up here. While it is quite quiet, you can see there is plenty of services up here if you are staying in this end of Palmanova and Magaluf. We can see, is that a nightclub across the road? As mentioned, got another nightclub up the hill here, maybe so, hey? But also you can see they've also got some decent food. Little food places absolutely everywhere, look. And I've also missed out a Globales hotel right in front of me as well, which is up here in Torrenova. And that is the Globales Torrenova hotel, of course. So look, if you're not eating in a hotel, you can come down here for breakfast. You've got a mini breakfast here for €5.50 all the way up to a jumbo for €8. And look, we've got some sports bars around here too. Plus also a Taipan restaurant across the road. And just across the road too as well, you can see an entrance way down towards Magaluf Beach. And our first bar here on Magaluf Strip is Mulligan's, which is open this lunchtime, of course. Okay, so right behind me here you can see Mulligan's. We're right at the end here of Magaluf Strip. If you're going for a night out, you want to turn left down this road here. You're going to find all the bars heading on down into Magaluf. And if you want to see some content about what Magaluf Strip is like, well, I'm going to drop some links to those videos right below here too. Anyway, let's keep on heading down towards Son Matías Beach. You can see some holiday makers here arriving on the package holiday. They're staying in the hotels up and around Palmanova. You can see taxis coming around as well, the loop. But what happens if you are leaving your hotel from up here and you want to head on back to the airport? Which is the best bus stop to go to from here? Well, I'm going to take you there. So let's head down into Palmanova. So you can see where we started our loop walk around here. We're just outside the Fergus Tobago. And look, we're going to head on down here on towards Son Matías Beach and the next nearest bus stop. Now, the reason I'm saying don't go back to the Magaluf bus stop is because it is up a hill. Because the bus stop I'm going to take you to for the bus stop for the airport is right behind the Son Matías Beach Hotel, just over here. So if you are checking out of your hotel and you've got a little bit of time to kill before going to the airport as well, before getting that bus to the airport, you've got so many bars and restaurants down here and you've got the beach as well. You can get in a quick cheeky swim before you go to the airport. There's plenty to see and do down here obviously as well, but we're going to take a left now here by the Son Matías Beach and I'm going to show you where the bus stop is. So turning right from the Son Matías Beach Hotel, you can see the bus stop up in front of me. So I have plenty more content from over here in Palmanova and Magaluf, so check out these videos appearing here and here on YouTube too. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this hotel's guide to Torrenova really useful, so you've got an idea of what it's going to be like staying in this area. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Goodbye for now.